Hello my love, and welcome to today's video. As you can see from the title, I am today going to talk a bit about the limbo space, that is this liminal void space between two different timelines. So if you're on a manifestation or spiritual journey, you probably know what I'm talking about. And each time you go from being one version of yourself, which is the other timeline, the old timeline, you jump onto being a new version of yourself, embodying a new identity and having new belief systems and embodying a new life. But in between those two different timelines, there is this space, and that space, I like to call it the void. And it's also some kind of limbo space. It is a space where you get to reflect on your old timeline. You get to say goodbye to an old version of yourself. You may be in this phase of grieving and actually being totally confused and contemplating, oh, do I really want this new timeline to start blossoming? Am I even ready to call in this new life? And am I supposed to shift all the time? Am I just supposed to jump into a new timeline every other week or every other day or every 2 hours? Like, what the freak? I feel like today I tried to work on some things in reality it was my ego trying to control an outcome of my new timeline that I'm embodying right now. And I guess my old self also popped up and asked me, it actually just told me, if you don't do this right now, then you're gonna fail, just like all the other projects that you almost finished and then you didn't get them to the finish line and you brushed them away, and look at where they are now, in the graveyard. They're not here anymore. And that was actually, I believe, a trauma response, because I know that what I'm working on right now is blossoming, even though I don't work on it consciously all the time, every damn day. I deserve to give myself a break and to just enjoy life. I am working on this art project, and I started painting, and I love my paintings. They're so freaking beautiful, and I have this deep internal soulful desire to just share it with the world and show you what I created and what I painted. And I want you to be able to buy it, to acquire it, and put it onto your walls. And I want you to be able to see it. We even have a flight supporting this pause, this limbo space. We needed to take a little break so we could hear my voice. No, but for real, today is the first day where my friend from Denmark, where I am from, she came to visit me in Florida, and today is the first day without her after having her for almost 10 days. So I've been very used to being in this vacation mode with her, and I actually realized by taking this break and accepting that I'm allowed to enjoy with my friend and not work a single day while she's here. So I did that, and I felt better than I have actually in months. And then today I spiraled back into the, oh, I have to work right now. I have to work on this in order to step into my new timeline. But what really happened was my ego took over, and I got so frustrated, and my mind was just like, what the heck, why am I even working on this, and this is not working, blah blah blah. And I threw a mini tantrum. I had to record myself doing a memo and being mad because the what I was working on just didn't work. And then I took a shower because, of course, I started working without having even showered and gotten ready. I think my mind was just like, okay, girl, your friend is gone now. Now it's back to freaking hustle work. And that's not how the soul works. You see, when you're in this limbo space, in between timelines, you're actually in a very potent and powerful place because you get to just be. There is nothing you need to do. There is nothing you need to focus on. You don't need to work. I mean, if you have a job and all of that, you may have some responsibilities to take care of, but you don't need to work on your manifestations and what you're calling in. You just need to take a freaking break. You reach this point where it's like, I feel like I did my job internally, and now I just wait. But don't just sit and wait. Don't just sit and scroll or ask someone, when is it coming? Don't ask the universe, when, how, oh my God, I don't know. Try to release it and just visualize your inner being coming back to yourself here from the front, pulling it into your heart space, and from the back, pulling it into your heart space, because this is a divine pause, and I know that it is extremely uncomfortable at times, and our ego wants to try and control and fix and nitpick and be part of all the small details, but in reality, all the small details just get worked out if we take a step back and allow the limbo space to just be. You may be going through a purge to be able to up-level to the timeline that you're walking into, or you may just be in this weird silence, this uncomfortable space where it's like, I feel good, but I'm not doing anything, so why do I even feel good? Don't I have to do something to feel good? I want to feel even better. Where is my new life? Oh, I've been waiting forever. Where is it? But when you actually stop and pause and maybe reflect on where you were even just 1 day ago, 1 hour ago, 1 moment ago, or 1 week ago, 1 month ago, 1 year ago, you start to notice some things. And you may start to notice that both your external world, the 3D, has changed, maybe subtly or in big ways. Maybe your reaction to things that used to trigger you a lot only trigger you a tiny bit, or just a little bit less, or they actually don't trigger you at all. Maybe you feel just a tiny bit more peaceful and happy within. Maybe you feel like you can trust yourself just a tiny bit more, or a lot more. You never know. What I'm trying to tell you is that sometimes when we focus so deeply on the future, we can get so stuck in the new timeline and in manifesting and doing and practicing spirituality or manifestation and all of that, that we don't realize how far we've actually come, because we're so focused on the next step, the next evolution, the next timeline. Oh, but I want more of this, I want more of that. Oh, I also want this. Oh, in order to get this, I need to blah, blah, blah. But you don't.